So I'm Sophie Petaluga.
So my name is Anna Lowe.
I'm a senior at William & Mary, majoring in environmental science and policy and public health.
I am a junior at William & Mary. I'm a double major in integrative conservation and environmental science.
Yes, in 2021, I worked with the IIC and Planet Women was my external partners on a project on gender and conservation.
So my project for the IIC was working with Center for Sustainability, which is a small nonprofit that is based out of Palawan in the Philippines.
I looked at investigating what some of the current challenges in conservation are related to gender, and more specifically at the intersection of gender and race. So the biggest challenge related to my research was the fact that there isn't like a ton of research done on gender and conservation, let alone when you're looking at the intersectionality of gender and race in conservation. So that's why I wanted to focus my research a little bit more on that. My deliverable was a paper that investigated these challenges and also provided some recommendations that conservation organizations can put into practice to make the field generally more equitable and inclusive.
My project is trying to look into how we can get direct funding to the indigenous peoples that are on the front lines of conservation. The main thing is just think of conservation and who holds the power in conservation.
I got to have conversations with people all around the US and all around the globe, and I'm still kind of in touch with them now as I am determining what I'd like to do post-grad.
I was able to go to the Philippines for a month over the summer, which was incredible to talk with them a lot more in person and go get to learn from people, local people and indigenous people who are doing this work on the front lines, and get to really be immersed in a culture for a month by myself was really incredible, and showed me that I do want to do that and continue to do that for the rest of my life.
It was a really interesting project, I think, to kind of gain a better understanding of what conservation was and is, especially because I approached it through a more social science lens. This project opened a lot of doors for me. I was able to interview Christine Ziegler, the CEO of Planet Women, and do a little quick, give us advice about what it's like being a woman in conservation, and tell us about your experience.
It definitely opened my eyes to the intricacies of real life conservation that I had not been exposed to before in any classes or any work that I had done.
Sometimes the challenges seemed way too big for me to take on, but I think it's really important to note that people realize you're a student and you're not going to solve gender inequity in conservation, but also to that note, the research that I did and the research and work that other students are continuing to do still really add to solving some of those issues, which is really cool. And I think a benefit of doing these real world projects and tackling these real world challenges is it's both challenging in that one person can't solve all of these issues, but it's also really empowering knowing that you're contributing to a larger movement.